Students, good day. Today we're going to create your laboratory activity number 20, greatest value. So instruction using NetBeans or Java compiler, create a class named greatest value using what you have learned in Java operator, create the program. So we have your problem, create a program that will determine if the greatest value among the given integers. Use the data and the condition below. So we're going to use these three variables in our program. num1 is equals to 1000, num2 is equals to 113, and num3 is equals to 1599. So we're going to use logical operators and conditional operator in order to determine which among the three have the greater value or the greatest value and return that at runtime. So make sure to comment your complete name at the date and date of submission. So we are provided with the expected output for our project. So we are expected to print all the integer at runtime. At the same time, return the greatest value among the three integers. So let's get ready and launch our NetBeans or any Java compiler and create this program. So in our NetBeans program window, let's go to your file, new project. In our new project dialog box, select Java with Maven and then Java application and click next. So for our project name, we're going to give this as greatest value. And of course, we're going to save this in our desktop. So desktop, we're going to create a dedicated folder for this project. So we're going to name this folder as project 20, greatest value. Next, we're going to click open and then click finish. In our project navigation pane, we're going to click this plus icon to display the subfolder for our project. Next, we're going to select source packages and default package, we're going to select new and then Java class. For our class name, we're going to give it again a name of greatest value and then click finish. So we're going to delete all the unnecessary comment in our code windows to make this code more cleaner and readable. So inside our public class, we're going to type psvm and tab key in our keyboard to generate our public static void main. Next, we're going to declare all the variables for our program. So we are going to start with num1, num2, num3. So let's go. So num1. So we're going to give this a data type of integer. Num1 is equals to 1000. Second variable is num2 and the value is 113. Third variable is num3 and the value is 1599. Of course, we're going to use other variables that will hold the value, okay, for our evaluation. So we're going to declare this value as integer as well. So let's start with the first variable, so test1, and of course the second variable test2. So what would be the function of this variables in our program is that we're going to use the test1 in order to determine which is greater between num1 and num2. And of course, the result would be in test2, which is the greatest among the num1 and num2 against the variable num3. And that's it. We are through with declarations of our variable. Now let's give this test1 and test2 the value. So first, let's determine which is higher between num1 and num2. So we're going to use test1 variable in order to hold the value. So equals to num1 is greater than num2. And of course, and operator, if num1 is less than num3, then it will return num1. Otherwise, it will return num2. Okay, so in our test1, we're going to determine which is greater among num1 and num2. So num1 is greater than num2, and we're going to use this AND operator in order to test if num1, num2 is greater than num3. So both of these operations should be true in order to return num1. Otherwise, it will return num2. Okay? Next, we're going to use the second variable, which is test2 is equals to, if the result of test1 or we can say if num3 is greater than the result of test1, it will return num3, or otherwise it will return the result of test1, semicolon. And that's it. So again, we're going to use the first test in order to determine which is greater value against num1 and num2. And of course, we're going to determine also if num2 is greater than num3 using AND operator. So which means that all of these operations should yield a true value in order to return num1. Otherwise, it will return num2. For test 2, we're going to test if num3 or the variable number 3 is greater than the result, any result of the test 1. So it will return either number or variable number 3 or the result, any result of test 1. So it is either num1 or num2. So we are through. So what needs is to display the value or the result of evaluation at runtime. So let's start with displaying all the numbers at runtime. So printing variables. So we're going to print out num1, num2, and num3 at runtime. Next is to display or print out the result of evaluation. So we're going to use a prompt evaluating, and of course we're going to print the result. We're going to use the variable, so that is test 2 because that is the last test of our program, and then is the greatest value, is the greatest value among the, or have the greatest value. And that's it. So we are through with our code. So let's go to your save all button and then run button to run our project. Select our main class and wait. Okay, students, now our project runs successfully. So we are able to print all the numbers at runtime. So number 1 is 1000, number 2 is 113, and number 3 is 1599. So the result is 1599 have the greatest value among the three. So let's try to change the value of this variable. So we're going to make num1, num3 as 99, num2 as 1, and of course num3 as 100. Sorry, num1 as 100. So since we are able to make changes, we're going to select save all button again and run project. And it says build success. So num1 right now is 100, num2 is 1, and num3 is 99. So evaluating 100 have the greatest value among the three. So we are through with our project and we are able to answer the requirements of our project number 20. And that's it, students, for your laboratory activity number 20, greatest value. Thank you for your time, and again, see you in our next project.